Hello. You clicked on this video to get depth buffer on PCSX2, the PS2 emulator for PC, or any whatever. But I'm gonna show you how to do it, and it's actually way simpler than you think. So what you want to do? Uh, as of right now, it is June 6th, 2025. So the most recent reshade, uh, uh, the most recent reshade release is 6.5. So I'm going to open it. Whatever. Oh yeah, also it has to specifically be the add-on version. Okay, 6.5, the add-on release. All right, I'm going to browse the emulator, and I use Vulkan. I don't know if it works for other rendering APIs. Uh, Theoretically, most likely, but I use Vulkan specifically, and I will use Vulkan for this video. So I already have it installed, so I am going to uninstall it first. Awesome, and then I'm going to do the whole thing again. Vulkan. Okay. Okay. So this is the add-on page after you select all your effects and your shaders. Now you want to scroll all the way down. You're going to see adjust depth. Now click next. There we go. Perfect. So let me open the emulator. And all these games are in fact a part of the same franchise, but I'm pretty sure it should work for other games as well. Anyway, I'm going to select this game and I'm going to start a match. Okay, cool. We're in a match. Geometry is everywhere. It's a 3D world. Perfect, perfect. This is what we need for depth buffer. Now, press home to open up your ReShade. If this is your first time opening up ReShade, then it's gonna hit you with a tutorial. Do as you want. I mean, the tutorial is useful, so I do recommend checking it out. Anyway, the first thing you want to do, you want to go to add-ons, make sure adjust depth is on, make sure generic depth is on. I think they're both automatic, but just make sure. And I did tinker around with this a little bit before, because but I had to cut it out because I kept on stuttering. Anyway, the default for this aspect ratio heuristic, I don't know how to pronounce that. The default setting is similar aspect ratio, and obviously it deselects this depth buffer right here that we need. So what we need to do, put it onto none, so it automatically selects it every time. But I did tweak with this, and it does mess with the menu if you have a depth of field on. Like, it would just cause random blurring. So it really depends on the game. But anyway, so after we're done over here, want to go to home, and you want to click on display depth. Okay. Now, obviously, this is not what we're looking for. Nothing is, there's just nothing. It's pitch black. The first thing you want to do, okay, you want to click reversed. Okay, now we're getting something. All right. Oh, I also have a blend depth map into image. It really doesn't matter. I use it to align my depth. Anyway, and also make sure this is on show both vertical 50/50 instead of depth map and normal map. Just make sure to put it onto both. It's very useful. So what we do down here, advanced options, because that came from the add-on. Anyway, we go back. You want to firstly go to this multiplier. Very important. First things first. You want to set this to. There we go. I think it's just 1,000. Okay, yeah, 1,000's fine. Or hold on. Okay, yeah, set it to 1,000. 1,000 seems like the perfect number. Okay, cool. So now, obviously, it's tweaking out. It's stretched. It's not as it's supposed to be, but obviously, there's some depth going on. Um, Honestly, we can set it to 2,000, 1,000, 2,000. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Anyway, so obviously, you see there is depth. Okay, it is working to an extent. Now, what we have to do, because it is stretched, Also, I'm on a 21 by 9 monitor, so I'm more prone to facing this issue. But I'm pretty sure on regular monitors, like 16 by 9, you can still face an issue like this where it's just stretched and it's, it can't work like that. So now, what we do, we go to this scale. Obviously, this is X, this is Y, and this is a vertical stretch. So I'm going to go to the Y and it seems like it's half and half really. So I'm just going to put 2. And won't you look at that? Perfectly. Perfectly working. Now there's obviously an offset. Uh and you can change the offset. There we go. There we go. That's about perfect. Okay, yeah. That's I'll put that back one. Okay, you know what? This is fine. Whatever. We'll see. It's working though. It's working though. That's the main issue. So make sure it's reversed because if it's not reversed, then it does this, and we don't want that. But obviously, you see, there's depth. Okay, perfect. Now, this is really important. Always save adjustments is active. This needs to be on always, always. So there we go. We saved it, and now we can turn this off. Perfect. And now we can go to depth of field. See, it's working. I already have all my settings like because this is a preset. I took this from a whole different game, but obviously there is depth of field. This is off, this is on, off, on. See? And it's pretty nice. Like it works as if this is a normal game. Like it's not on an emulator, right? So there we go. I hope you enjoy. I hope this helped you, and I haven't seen anyone talk about it on YouTube. I tried searching it around, and I there was a Reddit post after like I figured this out, and then I searched it up after I figured it out to see if anyone talked about it, and I did figure out that there was this Reddit post with like 3 upvotes that talked about fixing it, but it was an edit, so it was all the way at the bottom of the post, and you would have to click more to like look at the solution. And obviously, if you're like me, you've you've overlooked that. But anyway, this is how you do it. And I have it working, and yay, we're all happy. Now, if there's any questions, like please drop them down below. I am not too educated on this topic, obviously. So, someone else might help you. So even if you don't think I could answer it, you should still ask anyway because someone else can always answer. Anyway, I hope this helped you, and please drop a like. You don't have to subscribe, but because I don't post anything like this at all. But at least please like the video if this helped you. Have a good day.